video and in the street, you're going to get dealt with. So for me to say right or wrong, and that's up to the person's discretion. But I don't believe a life should be taken. Not the boy who got, not Junior, but the boy who did it. Yeah, he should have got his ass whipped. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But death, no. I don't agree with that. No. We have to get out of that way of thinking, because when you kill someone, you kill more than just them, especially if they have a family. But you kill their family too.
Yeah,
his mother is stuck with this.
How you do that
the rest
type
of her life.
Murder? I don't see how you do that type of murder and don't think you're going to get caught. Like, that was a sloppy job that they did. Like you said, the cameras was everywhere. It was right there.
Mm-hmm. This is what I'm saying, where
they have machetes.
No one's thinking anything.
With machetes. You don't need 5 people with machetes to take down Mike Tyson.
Again, only thing it proves that it was premeditated, which is going to get them an asshole full of time. This whole case is easy for the prosecutors.
And it's easy because it was premeditated.
Of course. They're going to find all that out. Again, I'm removed from this whole way of thinking and all of that. And some people that's listening to this might say, "Dag, T-Money is different." But I know right from wrong. And I can live with that. I can stand on that. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I have no guilt, or I'm not ashamed to say that was wrong. They did that wrong, and that should have never happened. You know, you have to, as a society, we have to grow up too. We can't have a child like mine, and you're older. Now, these was grown men. Why would you want to take a little kid's life? You know? Yeah. But when it's all said and done, you could have talked, like, even the guy who did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm older. All right. If a young dude did that to my sister, my daughter, whatever, right? Now I'm gonna be frustrated, right? And I might whip his ass. But then I gotta teach him. Like, after I whip his ass, come over here. We're gonna take a walk. You have a mother, right? You might have a daughter one day. You might have a wife. That was totally wrong. Don't ever do no dumb shit like that again. That's the only way we're gonna have progress. You know?
So
we have to build. You can't just keep destroying.
Right now, these men are somewhere. To my knowledge, they haven't been caught yet. So they're somewhere. And they're probably with someone. What do we think about those people that they're with? Whether it be a relative, a loved one, because there is loyalty. You know, if that's your family, you got to. I told you this about.
Yeah, like I told you with the Bill Cosby thing. Your family is obligated to be loyal to you, and if they don't have to. But I don't blame no family members for hiding them, because their loyalty is to their family, not to Junior. As wrong as it sounds, that's reality. But it's just a matter of time. If they're in gangs and they're running around stabbing people, 9 times out of 10, they don't got nothing going on with their life. So they don't got money to run like that. It costs money to run. Believe that. You can't run without no money. So, and if you had money, you wouldn't be doing dumb shit like that. So it all will pan out in the end. It'll be coming down the pipe maybe this week. Some people is going to get arrested, and then you're going to hear the story of how they squeezed them, and the true story will come out because they're on camera.
Have you ever been in a gang before?
I don't do games and all of that. No,
Okay.
I'm how can I say it? Like, put it like this: when I was younger, we had like a rap, like a rap game. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like with the diplomats and all, I was, but the thing about it is, I was a leader. So I was in the gang, but I was in the gang. It was more like a rap gang, like, you know,
Like a
and
crew.
stuff. We called ourselves the Taliban.
The Taliban?
You understand? Yeah.
Okay.
It was a well-known game, but you can fact check that. It's on a lot of records and things of that nature, and it's not nothing I'm proud of. But at the end of the day, if I was a leader of the game, so me and my cousin. But at the end of the day, I'm 42 years old. I'm not into that anymore. I'm into business. I'm into raising my children. I'm into being a good husband and teaching these young kids that even look up to me or look at me that they can do better. So that's my mission statement now, not to be in no gang and to hurt people. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, absolutely. The reason why I asked you that is because you were just talking about the whole thing that if you're on the run, you need money. And if you have money, you probably ain't doing dumb shit like that. I was asking you that because
Exactly.
I had a conversation with some young folk, some young dudes this past week. And they have this whole thing in their head that most people who sell drugs make a lot of money. And I'm under the impression that most of them don't. Only like the certain few actually do, but they have this thing in their head that if you sell drugs, most people who sell drugs make a lot of money. What do you think about that? That's not true, right?
Let me explain something. No, it's not true. Levels to it. You understand me? The people who make a lot of money, you don't know they sell drugs. You see what I'm saying? So, like, and what I'm trying to say is there's distributors, then there's people that, like, the distributors give it to the street level kingpins, and the street level kingpins give it to the streets. Now, the distributors wear suits. They have other businesses going on. You would never look at them and see that and think they're drug dealers. The street level kingpins, they might have flashy cars, big jewelry, and they got a couple dollars. But the people on the street, certain level people have money, and certain level people are just, you'd be surprised that 80% of the drug dealers make 9 to 5 money, or they're actually running their drug business like as if they was working a regular job. So it's really stupid where it's like, dude, you could just really get a regular job and have that same financial income, and you don't have to work less hours, and you ain't got to worry about the police being on your back. You don't have to worry about street beefs, violence, and things of that nature. So the drug game is actually over. I mean, it's still some people making money off of it. But if you look at it, the legalization of marijuana is taken away from the street aspect of it. The pills that took away from the heroin trade and all of that. And just the president stopped all that cocaine coming in here like that. So the new drug dealers are the pharmacies. That's the new trap, like the pharmacies. And the new drug dealers are the doctors. Opioid addiction is rampant. It's like how crack was. So now you have to look at it and say to yourself, what level of street people are really making this money? No, they took the money out of the street level dealer, and now it's in corporate America. Like Pfizer, Big Pharma, all of those people are making the money off of drugs. That's just like, right? if they made a cure for AIDS, they can't sell it. So no one's in the business of making a cure for AIDS. They have the cocktail, the 3 drugs that make you live longer, but they can charge you for it because it's not a cure. It's a medicine. Anything that's a cure, you can't charge for a cure. Like you see all those vaccines we go and get and give our children. Like those vaccines they put in the children. Vaccinate. Those are free. You have to give that. I mean, the parent can say, I don't want my child to have it, but you have to give it to them. Like if you go to Africa, you got to get those yellow fever shots and all that stuff. You have to give them to them. But if you have a cure for AIDS, you have to give it away. And the money is in the medicine.
That's terrible.
Exactly.
Do you think there's a cure for AIDS?
I mean, if you can come up with the cocktail with the 3 pills that Magic Johnson take, you notice a lot of people are not dying from AIDS anymore and all that. So if science shows you that if you can come up with that, you can come up with a cure. That's just like they have a cure for the common cold, but the money is in the medicine that cures in 7 days. You see what I'm saying? That's where the money is. They don't. This is a capitalistic society that we live in. They capitalize off of everything. They capitalize off of people's sicknesses. They capitalize off of people's drug habits. Everything now, the country figures out a way to make money off it. Look at sports gambling. Now, they're so tired of the bookies making money, and with the legalization of marijuana, they're going to start letting gambling be. In 5 years, every state going to be able to gamble. So now it's going to be a bunch of casinos being built and all that. And the tax on it is going to be crazy. We're in $3 trillion worth of debt. So now they got to resort into pig pen tactics to get this money back. We owe China. You do know that, right?
Of course.
So that's the thing. And I want to stay on the topic of what we originally was talking about. And it's like you seen what happened to the rapper dude, right? Tentacion.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with him.
What you mean?
They filmed him dead in his car. It's like his mother had to see that too.
Was somebody with him?
I think he was alone. But they actually caught the guy. They caught one of the guys who did it, and they saying they're looking for two more suspects. But a tattoo artist, he robbed them for some money. But it's like, damn, if you're gonna rob somebody, just take their stuff. Why you gotta kill them?
Yeah.
And again, it goes to the drugs these young kids is taking. This shit is crazy. Like, damn, take the jewelry or take the money, but why do you have to kill them? You're already doing wrong by taking something that you didn't earn. So
a lot of these young rappers calling it on themselves though.
Yeah, that too.
Like that guy, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah,
he seems like he's not too far away, man. He goes in just calling people out.
That's the consensus. Like, and I hope he takes this as a wake up call, because I don't wish death on nobody, but people would assume that would have happened to him and not the other guy. And that's bad when you have those omens and demons on your life like that.
It's crazy.
So and again, the society that we live in